Namanda Vtsinamanda 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 Vtsinamanda. Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Thanks so much for coming out and spending your morning with us. I hope you had a wonderful celebration. And how many of you were able to stay up until midnight? Oh, good job. Good job. I wasn't. I think when I got home, I had to go to my niece's house to drop off some stuff in preparation for our family gathering. And as soon as I got home, I went to bed. So thank you for staying up and celebrating for me. But I did hear all of the fireworks going off momentarily, and then I went right back to sleep. But again, thank you so much for starting your new year with us this morning. We'll begin today's service with meditation followed by Nembutsu. Please join us in placing your palms together for opening meditation. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. Okay, so again, good morning. And as we begin this service and of course the new year together, hopefully we can be able to look back on the previous year. And as I mentioned, we probably had some ups and downs throughout the year, but hopefully with this new year, we can start fresh and be reminded that every day or every moment, every second, we're able to start anew and start fresh. So hopefully we can have that in our minds as we begin 2025 together. Please stand if it's comfortable for you for the Gatha, let's see, The Texture of Life, which can be found on page 221, and this will be followed by the recitation of the three treasures found on page 2. Texture of Life? Yeah. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so please stand if it's comfortable for Texture of Life on page 221, followed by three treasures. Sorry. Is it usually? Okay, sure. All three verses. We're winging it today. Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope that we are freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Naman Butsu. Naman Butsu. Please be seated. At this time, please join me in the chanting of Sambutsuge, which can be found on page 82. しうぶつ百千億万無量大小衆女五邪供養一切死と小仏不尿愚道検証不逆非尿五邪小仏世界無不可限無種節道光明師匠変師匠国行政精進維持な量量差仏国土第一公主奇妙道場調節国女内音理無闘争加藤愛民到達一切自母大小死熱症状伊藤が国慶楽和の古物神妙世が心象大津がの意力少々欲自母生存知無限浄土子孫知が信行敬老心心食読中家業精進人住不敬ナマンダブナマ Namanda Vatsinamanda 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 Namanda. Okay, so at this time I'd like to give a short Dharma message. So again, thank you so much for coming and Happy New Year. And I just wanted to express my gratitude to all of you for your kind support, not only of me, but of course the temple as well. And thank you to all of our volunteers who assisted with the service and of course with the Toshikoshi Soba that we enjoyed last night. I couldn't have done it without everybody's help, so thank you so much. And of course, as we welcome the new year, let us reflect upon the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. And turning of the calendar, of course, is an opportunity to begin anew, not only in the external world as we go from one year to the next, but also in our own hearts and minds. And the Buddha taught that all things, of course, are impermanent, that everything is always changing, and with each moment, we can, of course, cultivate a mindful presence. So this year, let us strive to live with great intention, embracing the path of the Nembutsu, compassion and wisdom and clarity. So may we see each moment as an opportunity for growth, letting go of patterns that no longer serve us, and cultivating peace within ourselves. This is something that I strive for every day, and sometimes something might click and I get it right, or other days I'm still kind of suffering with my old habits. So the Buddha taught, don't dwell in the past. Don't be caught up in dreaming about the future, but really concentrate the mind on the present moment. And I think far too often it's really easy to get stuck in thinking about the past or being anxious about the future. So this is a great reminder for all of us to be present and mindful and grateful for the present moment that we have. And again, may this year be one of mindful progress where we transform our own suffering into understanding and look at our own ignorance and change that into insight. So let the new year be a time to renew our commitment to this path of awakening, recognizing that with each step we're closer to peaceful moments of our lives so that we can minimize the suffering that we cause ourselves and maybe sometimes the suffering of others as well. So as we think about suffering that we might be causing ourselves or even maybe the suffering that we cause other people, let us think about this story about the Buddha's encounter with an individual named Agulamala. So this was a feared individual during the time of the Buddha, and he caused great suffering to others. And he had committed terrible deeds, but upon meeting with the Buddha, he actually had something very profound happen. So the Buddha, as we know, the historical Buddha, was going around and teaching others of India this wonderful insight that he had awakened to. So with compassion and patience, he spoke with this individual, reminding him that no matter how far he strayed from the teachings, he still had the power to change. Agulamala was struck by the Buddha's kindness, and he asked him, "Why don't you run away from me?" The Buddha responded calmly, "I have run, but I have run from hatred and greed and delusion, but I do not run away from you." So in that moment, he realized that true freedom can come from not fleeing from the past, but from transforming from it. He chose to abandon his previous ways of hurting others, following the path of mindfulness and compassion and wisdom, and his life was forever changed. So this story reminds us that no matter maybe the mistakes or the sufferings that we had of the past year, each new moment is a chance for transformation and reflection. And again, as we move into the new year, let us embrace the teachings of the Buddha of compassion and wisdom and be mindful, knowing that we too can be released from old patterns that no longer serve us and create a path of peace and awareness in our lives. So in this new year, again, let's find the courage to embrace change, to cultivate understanding and take each step with awareness and love, just as Angulimala did. And so this Buddha's message is very clear, that it's never too late to start anew. So as we start this new year together, again, I encourage each one of us to have courage to change and to let go, again, of patterns that no longer serve us. Mindful of each moment that we do have, that we should be so grateful that we're here to be able to embrace them and experience them, and of course with our family and friends surrounding us as well. So to conclude my message, will you please join me in Gassho? Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda. Okay, so it's my pleasure to introduce our incoming president, who is actually our outgoing president too, as she fearlessly took on another year to serve as our president, and she did such a wonderful job this first year, and I'm so excited to continue to work with her and the rest of our board. But without further ado, I'd like to welcome our incoming president, Mrs. Debbie Nakade.
Second here to... So good morning and Happy New Year, everyone. Hard to believe another year has passed. It went by so fast. I don't know about you, but for me it flew by. I'd like to begin my message with just a few thank yous for last year. So first to Reverend Candace, who provided me with lots of support and guidance. She was there when I needed advice and gave me perspective when I lost mine. And she always let me lead and make decisions on my own. To Candy Hayashi and Darlene Bagshaw, who showed me the ropes of being president and what that meant. Ruby Kato, who always knows the answer to my procedural policy and process questions. Nicole Correll, who keeps that office running smoothly. The Yenokitas, who continue to keep our grounds looking beautiful, and Dharma school teachers who tirelessly come to church each week. The board of directors, board of trustees, who make sure all events, activities, and financial decisions are in the best interests of the temple. And finally, you, the Sangha, who tirelessly support the temple by volunteering, generously donating, and supporting the church leadership. So looking forward to 2025, I hope to spend a little more time in Stockton. Last year I felt a bit disconnected from all of you, so this year I hope to remedy that. But in return, I need something from you. If any of you have new ideas for fundraising, growing our membership, developing community outreach, or other fellowship activities, I want to hear them. Building our temple community and creating those strong bonds are not solely my responsibility, they're our responsibility. And so so it's up to you to help us come up with some new ideas. Not all the ideas will work, but some little good ideas might become great with a little tweaking. So any ideas that you have, any thoughts you have, let me know, let the board know. Now on to the soapbox part of my message. We need to improve our communication. I absolutely know that we all talk amongst ourselves, we like to monku to ourselves, but the board can't fix problems if we don't know what they are. So please take the time to talk to somebody and let us know what you're thinking. Many things, can we fix everything? Of course not, but many things we can't control, we can't afford, but maybe there are some easy fixes, and a lot of times little fixes become or lead to great ones. So, so please don't hesitate to speak up. Back to communication. Communication is not just talking at somebody. Communication is a two-way street, and it's speaking, but it's also listening and hearing. So often, many of us grew up with the, don't say anything kind of attitude. But we can, but we can change that. I believe that more effective communication will help us solve or resolve some of the problems that we're experiencing and help us build respect and understanding of each other. Okay, so now climbing down from my soapbox. So this year, let's roll up our sleeves and let's see what we can accomplish together. So please stay healthy, be safe, and have a happy 2025. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Debbie. And it's a wonderful way to get us ready for the new year, as I mentioned about change, and of course, as Debbie is reiterating that there's always room for change and improvement and everything that we can do to continue to be able to enjoy the temple and really be able to come together as a Sangha as one and enjoy not only the temple, but of course to continue to hear the Buddha's teachings as well. So thank you so much, Debbie. Okay, so let us continue on. Please stand if it's comfortable for you for the singing of the Gatha Ondoksan number 2, which can be found on page 197, and I'll conclude with the reading of the translation as well. So again, please stand for Ondoksan number 2, page 197. In gratitude, the debt of gratitude I owe to Amida's great compassion, I will proclaim until my life disintegrates into dust. The debt of gratitude I owe to my Dharma teachers, I will express until my bodily form is finally shattered. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Please be seated. Okay, so at this time, we just have some closing remarks and some announcements. Darlene, did you want to just mention the few announcements that we had last night? Are there any additional ones too? The crowd feed and calendar.
Okay, here's next.
And whatever ones.
Okay. Didn't think I was going to have to do this today, but here I am. So, surprise. So don't forget our crab feed, our annual crab feed fundraiser is on January 11th. We are hoping to return to pre-pandemic levels of participation where we packed the house and we were worried that we were going to have to turn people away. Well, hurry, because there's only about 190 seats left to fulfill that goal. So if you have friends and family that would like to enjoy crab, please contact the temple office to make your reservation, as this is an integral part of keeping the temple operations working smoothly. Donations are also being accepted. You can talk to Candy for the raffle, which is always a fun part, and to see what you win or go, shucks, I didn't win. The other thing is in the foyer are the BCA calendars. We finally produced an actual physical calendar you can hold and open after a hiatus of about 4 years. And there are Stockton people in there, so please help yourself. One per family, please, but yes, you'll find people that you know in that calendar. And then don't forget, this Sunday is Dharma School starts up again, 10 o'clock. Shotsuki services at 10:30. And if you would love to join the SBWA, we welcome you to our meeting at 11:30. I think that's everything, huh? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you again for your kind attendance today, and of course, we wish you a healthy and happy new year. And please come forward if you haven't been able to offer incense just yet. And then for those of you that haven't had an opportunity to ring the boncho, if you weren't here last night, or if you want to ring it again, please meet us out at the boncho, and you can ring it this morning as well. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Have a great time celebrating with family and friends, and then hopefully we'll see you again this coming Sunday. Okay, thanks, everybody.